Hello boys and girls, welcome to my channel. I'm the Nvida GT, and for today what I have been needed is Green Hell. So this game is still on early access, not still, it is released actually on early access not much time ago. It is developed by BenchART and they are using Unity 5. So they offered me the key to try out the game, and of course what I do is benchmark, and yeah, of course I decided to put it to the test. Although, yeah, the Green Hell, it is a survival game. It's just like, I don't know, it's 2018, there is too much survival games already. I'm not really sure what they are trying to achieve, but after I did try out a little bit the game, I saw that probably it has to offer something different than any others had offered so far. So you have a campaign mode, a story mode, a little bit like the forest, where it is supposed for you to fight enemies. You are not going to see that in the game, and you also have a kind of a regular mode where you have kind of an endless world where you need to play and survive. Okay, but so far the story mode is not complete. It is supposed to only be available at the end of the release schedule of the game, and this is one of the things that the developer are doing a good decision, in my opinion. But I will explain it a little bit further, because first of all I need to make sure that you get a much higher gear. So let's start the game. Okay, I usually show off the settings first for you, but since the settings menu is not working on the main menu, I need to skip it to further. But first of all, what you need to know is that I need to run this game at 960 by 540. This is a custom resolution. There is a link on the description if you want to create that resolution. And the game runs a little bit poorly. Okay, the average is around 24 and we have a 1% level 15, so it's not really that playable. It is a little bit potato style, but since the game is on the early access, I'm kind of hoping that with updates and near its release schedule it might be a little bit in better state. And of course when the game is released I will retest the game and see how the game had improved so far. But the thing is, what I was talking about this game and what it has to offer comparing to the other games on early access is that these guys have a nice timetable. They have on their website everything specified with dates for each update. So next week there will be an animal update where they plan to add a lot of animal species and change the, you know, the artificial intelligence and a lot of stuff that you can do with animals. There are things for another month which will be the water update, which will treat the water animals and stuff like that. So they have everything timed. It's not that they can't delay or anything like it, but their plans it is to release the game on the early 2019. So they have a lot of plans. I don't really know if they will add a multiplayer, but so far they are planning to have cooperative, and the campaign mode of this game will be available near close its release. Okay, so pretty much you can expect the full game probably to April 2019. There isn't any official dates available, but so far everything seems to be pointing to that. The graphics in this game seems very good, but I'm a little bit disappointed with the graphics menu. The only thing you can configure is just the resolution, the graphics quality. As you can see, the graphics quality, I think this only affects textures and probably a little bit of ambient occlusion. You can control soft shadows and shadows, and even with all this stuff on the minimum, it's not possible to handle the game. But yet the game visuals are amazing, to not say the least. But I think they should give us more control over time with more updates, allowing us to disable, for example, or reduce the grass density and stuff like this. Because if you look to this game, the grass density and the grass detail, it is simply superb, even for the Unity 5 engine. This is really good for a Unity 5. The only thing that I clearly don't like about the visuals in this game, it is the sun shafts, because they feel really fake. I mean, there are a lot of screen space sun shafts, but these ones are a little bit weird. As you can see, it's very weird. So the story is quite simple, just like many survival games. This one seems to be stealing some of the stuff from Firewatch. You have kind of a girlfriend or wife that wanted to come in adventure to this island to communicate with some natives, I don't know, and you have her and you have afraid to lose her, stuff like that, and you communicate with her via walkie-talkie and stuff like that. So a little bit like Firewatch, which I find rather interesting. And then you have the survival thing. Okay, so far on this early access version, the only thing that is available so far on the story, it is just this initial sequence. I'm not going to finish this initial sequence. I wanted to do it, but the frame rate started to tank to a point that I just gave up. The frame rate started to tank to 15 frames per second. This was because of the recorder, because when I played this full sequence without recording, the performance was well above pretty much 20 frames per second, and I'm not really sure why with the recording the performance really tanked a lot, and so I just had to cut out the video because I don't know what the hell was happening. The only thing I expect for the future of this game, it is more content. I really want that story thing, that campaign that tells us the story to, you know, to get back our girlfriend or our wife. I expect a gameplay something somewhere close to the forests, which should be interesting, and I really want to see what they are going to do with that. The crafting system, it is a little bit complicated. It's you can only craft when you are kind of having time to do it, because you need to do everything manually, which is interesting too. So yeah, it's pretty much like all survivors, but you have a story, a campaign mode, okay, and eventually we have cooperative. The graphics are fine. It is powered by Unity 5 instead of Unreal. For a change, this is good. So yeah, it seems a rather interesting game, and their timeline to release the game and work to be done seems to be very good. They seems to be very focusing to release this game as fast as possible, but also as good as possible. And this is important, to not have games anymore lasting in early access for 5 years or 6 years or 4 years. No, they want to release this game on the 2019 around early. I expect they will have complications, and probably to the summer they will release the game, but their timeline are pointing completely to the early 2019, which I find really interesting. Okay, so when this game comes out in its final build, I will retest the game, see the improvements, and then I will give you the word how it runs, if this laptop is still alive, of course. Okay, so guys, that's all that I want to talk for now about Green Hell. Hope you keep enjoying the rest of the video, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye.
Well, looks like everything's ready. Mia, can you bring me a lighter?
Remember when I mentioned we seemed to be lacking some equipment?
Don't tell me.
Yeah, we have no fire.
Not a single lighter, nor box of matches. We ordered both. Did you check everywhere?
I did. You need to do it the old-fashioned way.
Well, not the best start of the expedition. I need to find something dry. Oh, Mia! The fire is burning.
Coming. Give me a minute.
How do you do it?
What?
You seem so calm.
I am calm. I don't know how to explain it, but strangely, it feels safer here than there.
Oh, I don't know. Jaguars, venomous spiders, and snakes. Let's not forget the scorpions. A mere ant's bite hurts like hell.
I am well aware of that. But still, we have a chance to achieve something. Make a difference. At home, all we could have done was be helpless and wait. I prefer the wilderness.
I love you. If I had known where my ambition would lead us, if I knew it would put you in danger, I wouldn't have written that damn book.
Yeah. And if everyone had that attitude, there would be no scientific progress whatsoever. Don't blame yourself. There might still be time to reverse the whole thing. And I love you too, Cariño.
Nonetheless, I'm a bit worried about you meeting the Yabawaka.
Everything will be fine. I need to go alone. We already agreed that's the only way. Besides, they don't seem to like you.
They don't seem to like outsiders. They shot arrows at a military chopper.
Hard to blame them. Since you published your book, they've been under siege by the media, scientists, doctors. The World Health Alliance established a medical camp and probably performed research, violating the tribe's taboos. But I will convince them. I have to.